So how do you do a baby crow pose? This is what we're going to focus on today. So if you'd like to make your way down onto your mat. Now, the main focus of baby crow is that we're doing this on our forearms. Okay, so there's not a lot of room to move around. So the main things that we want to focus on today is getting a really good grip through the hands so that you can hold yourself still, your core muscles to hold yourself in, and finding a little bit of balance. So the first thing that we're going to do is come to all fours, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Really grip the mat with your hands here. Now, what most people will do is they'll put a lot of weight on their wrists. We do not want that. We want most of our weight coming on our fingertips and underneath the knuckles, okay? So when we really grip the mat, you can see that the tips of your fingers might even go white, and your second and third knuckle, the ones on your fingers, will probably come up off the ground. So it's like you're gripping, really gripping the mat. If you see most really famous handstand artists, then you'll know that they have proper spider hands when they do this. So from here, I want you to really, really grip and slowly move your body forward as if you're tilting forward. You're coming over your wrists, and then use your fingers to push yourself backwards. And come forward, push into those fingertips, push yourself back up. Okay, so it's just a very slight movement. Come forward, dig into those fingertips and back up. One more time, come forward and back up. Okay, now where your palms were, let's put our elbows there. Spread your fingers nice and wide again, grip the mat, tuck your toes under, and we're going to come into plank pose, okay? Plank pose, forearm plank. So tuck your toes under, walk your feet back, come into your plank pose. Hold it here, use your core muscles here to turn on. Make sure that you're not just dropping your pelvis down or even turning your core on too much so that your belly sticks up. Okay, so hold it here for a second. And then lift your bum up high, walk your chest backwards and your feet in closer. Again, still grip the mat with your fingertips here. And then walk it back, come into that plank pose, turn that core on. Bum up, walk those feet in. One more time, step it back, plank pose. And then lower your knees. And I'm going to show you how to come into your baby crow pose. Now, you would normally need a little bit more of a warm up for this, but I'm trying to keep this nice and short just to show you how the pose goes. So we're going to come down onto our forearms, hands come out in front, space your fingers out and grip the ground with your fingertips. Tuck your toes under, walk your feet up, keep a real bend in your knees here, and then place your knees on the back of your arms. Look forward, look how close my face is to the ground here. Okay, it ends up going really, really close. Now, depending on what you're wearing, your arms might feel a lot of pressure, okay? You're putting your whole weight on your arms here, but they also might feel a little bit of friction between the clothes. So it's not exactly pain-free, shall we say. Okay, so we're gonna lean forward, and then you're gonna lift one foot up. See if you can lift the other foot up. Really grip the mat with your fingertips. Get those heels close to your bum. Use your core to turn everything on and kind of squeeze everything together. Okay, now what tends to happen here is people will think that they can't lift themselves up enough. And most of the time, that's because they're not coming forward enough. Okay, so you saw there how forward I had to go. My nose is nearly touching the ground. Okay, and then you're coming up. And then to get out, you can just let your knees slide down your arms. Really hard to talk when I'm doing that. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Please be aware that you probably will get bruises on your arms. You are putting the whole of your body weight on down onto your arms. Eventually, as you gain more strength, you'll be able to use your core more and be able to lift up some of that weight. Okay, but to start with, it is going to be a little bit painful. If you do have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And if you do want more classes on these kind of things, then come and check out Lakora Live. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. That's my online yoga membership where we go live 3 times a week to help gain flexibility. But every now and then I do throw in some funky poses like this, because you don't just need strength for these poses, you do need a little bit of flexibility as well. So if we work on our flexibility, we can then end up doing some funkier poses. So come and check it out, and I will see you next time.